Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to Family Snapshot. It's a song by Peter Gabriel and it is a request by our patron Robert S. We have reacted to several Peter Gabriel songs on this channel, and to go through our reactions, or if you want to listen to Peter Gabriel, you can check out those reactions and see which all songs that you like.
Yeah, I can go through them. The playlist is there of Peter Gabriel, or you could directly type in Enoma Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
And you'll find a list of reactions that are currently online. Yeah, let's get started. We are reacting to a lot of interesting songs today, from Hall & Oates to Tim McGraw to a couple of others. We just reacted to Berlin.
Dash Berlin. We are also going to react to
Berlin and Nickelback later. Yeah. So a lot of different genres coming up, different songs catch most of our reactions, and make sure you tune in for a Mega Reaction Fest 3, the MRF 3, and you can place your request for them in the comments. As long as it starts with the capital letters MRF, we'll be able to locate them, and if it's open and allowed to be reacted to as per the YouTube database, then surely we'll try and make an effort to get it in. We can only react to 120 songs, so get in your request as quickly as you can. Let's get started with Family Snapshot by Peter Gabriel.
The streets are lined with camera crews. Everywhere he goes is news. Today is different. Today is not the same. Today I'll make the action. Take snapshot into the light. Snapshot into the light. I'm shooting into the light. 4 miles down, the cavalcade moves on, driving into the sun. If I worked it out right, they won't see me or the gun. 2 miles to go, they're clearing the road, and the cheering has really begun. I've got my radio, I can hear what's going on. As I burn into your memory cells, 'cause I'm alive. They're coming round the corner with the bikers at the front. I'm wiping the sweat from my eyes. It's a matter of time, a matter of will. And the governor's car is not far behind. He's not the one I've got in mind. There is a man at the hour, standing in the limousine. I don't really hate you. I don't care what you do. We were made for each other, me and you. I wanna be somebody. You will like that too. If you don't get given, you learn to take, and I will take you. Holding my breath, release the catch, and I let the bullet fly. behind the front door. Friends have all gone home. There's my toy gun on the floor. Come back, Mom and Dad. You're growing apart. You know that I'm growing up sad. I need some attention. I shoot into the light.
Wow, beautifully sung, beautifully arranged song. The music
This
was
is
beautiful
unique,
too.
unique from Peter
Yeah,
Gabriel.
it's about a sharpshooter, isn't it? A sharpshooter
No,
who's about to
I
kill
don't
the
know.
president
I
of a
think
country.
it's not a sharpshooter, but an assassinator.
Yeah, an
Yeah,
assassin.
not a trained
An
guy.
assassin.
Yeah, an assassin. Sorry, yeah.
No, he's
probably
trained.
not a
He
trained
knows
guy.
exactly what he's doing.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
does.
know what he's doing.
I think he's a very good sharpshooter, and at the end, it tells us about how he
His
probably
background,
has
yeah.
become this
Yeah,
way. His
yeah,
mother and
yeah.
father were
They were
apart,
broken, yeah.
and he was broken-hearted, grew up in a broken home, and this is the reason for it.
This
You
gave
know,
me
he never-
goosebumps towards the
He
end.
never got the attention he needed as a child, so that's why he turned into this hardcore criminal and sharpshooter. Wow, that's what I understood from it.
I still got goosebumps because of that end, the way it was. I mean, beautifully done by Peter Gabriel, the way he ended it.
Yeah.
Wow. This is something. This song is something. The vocal variations, the display of the range of vocal artistry that he portrayed through this one was amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. I loved it.
The whole moment was captured beautifully, the way he sang.
Right from,
All the camera crews lining the
people are ready.
sides of the streets, the crowds on both sides.
Yeah.
People are ready, the car comes. After that, the governor's car is
Governors
following
is,
that.
but he's not the man of the hour.
Yeah, it's everyone is there. This huge parade, this huge, what do they call them when those whole lineup of cars go?
It's called a convoy.
Convoy.
There's also 4 miles down the cavalcade. That's what also it called. Moves on.
So it's a huge security lineup, and still this guy manages to get his shot. And after that shot is taken,
He's frozen.
everything is silent. Everything is silent. It's like as if you can hear a pin drop. So that is all set so beautifully.
You know why I said...
So many movies are there like that.
You know why I said he's not a trained
Day of the
assassin?
Jackal.
Because he dropped his gun on the ground. If he was an assassin, he would have escaped, he would have done the next step. But he drops his gun and he realizes he's done something terribly wrong. And he has his own worries to talk about.
Or maybe the president is his father.
Or could be, who knows? Yeah.
But still he has to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, the father doesn't seem to be with him. Broken, seems like they separated long ago.
Wow.
Mother and
This
father.
is a song. This is a song.
Beautifully sung.
Yeah. The last time when we reacted to this song, we let her down for our same patron, Robert. I remember we both had a small complaint, not a big one, that the lyrics didn't do justice with that, the event didn't do justice with the story of the song. We let her down. And if we want to compare that and this is where they both stand.
No, that is completely different. We
It
can't
is,
really
it
make
is. No,
much of a
I'm saying
comparison.
this is where it makes sense.
Yeah,
When, everything is shown
Yeah,
step by step.
step by step.
Scene by scene, it's talked
There,
about.
what happened was Chris Ria's song, right?
No, not Chris.
Oh, Chris Isaac.
Chris Isaac.
Chris Isaac's song, We
yeah.
Let Her Down.
Yeah.
In that one, what the main issue I had was that we didn't have details about
Yeah.
how they let her down and what exactly happened
What
to her.
happened to her?
It was all about, we let her down, and more on that aspect. But how did you let her down exactly, and why, what happened to her?
Yeah.
You know, so that was the thing. Here we do have a better idea.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of song.
It's a different song, but
To
this
be
is what
fair,
I talk about,
yeah,
details.
we do need
These
details.
are the details.
We do need details. As a music listener and a music lover, sometimes even in the music you need details. You
Yeah.
can't just assume that, oh, this is a song, we listen to it and we love it. It doesn't go that way for any music listener.
Yeah.
A true music lover and listener always appreciates the finer nuances, the finer points in the music. That is why we always react to music with headphones, because that's so important. And we catch a lot in the lyrics, we catch a lot in the music just because we pay attention, we listen to it with our headphones, we are focused on the lyrics that we have ready with us by a team member on the screen. If the song has lyrics and if we have it ready, we are focused on that, we are focused on the music. We both have our individual roles to play behind the scenes. We take turns at doing that. We don't let people know what we are focusing on, but we have our own roles to play so that we don't miss out on much.
Yeah.
You know, it is a first time listen, so the chances are high that we can miss something, we can misinterpret something, we can misunderstand something. So to minimize that, what we've been very successful at in the last 2 years on this platform alone, and even in our other careers, where we do a lot of research, we have to do things at the spur of the moment, see what part of that research to use. You know, it's like a documentary filmmaker. A documentary filmmaker may shoot enough film for 3 years of, 3 years of the life of the person who they are shooting the documentary on, or the family, or the area, or the topic. They may have 3 years they have enough documentaries like that, where 3 years of footage is there. Literally 3 years of people living there, of crews shooting, sometimes round the clock, sometimes, at a set schedule. And then you can't obviously put everything together because that will be hundreds of hours of footage. So you have to decide which area of that will you use for your final movie. The same goes with us as reactors. We have a lot of content. We have the lyrics, we have the audiograph, we have the screen, the video if it's there and given to us. We have obviously the patron's
music.
name, we have the music. If we heard the similar music in the past, we have that as a background. So we have a lot to go on. What do we focus on? We focus on the song primarily that we are listening to. That is obviously the most important thing. Maybe 75% of our reactions consist of purely the song, and 25% of various other elements which will make that reaction more meaningful to you and to us and our channel, and to increase the viewership as well as to make it a great experience for you watching this reaction. So in this song, that is what we got. We got moment by moment. This is exactly how it went, from moment to moment, step by step. This is what happened, and then this is the end. So you can easily, make your own analysis out of it. You can listen to the music, what all was part of it, whether it was the piano, the synthesizer, the guitar, the drums, his voice, obviously.
The saxophone.
You can make up an analysis based on that. Is it a song that you found boring? We give that new parameter now, new ratings.
Yeah.
0 being most boring, 10 being most interesting. So was this 0 or was this 10? So I would, since I'm talking about it, I would rate this on the first listen. Mostly we listen to first listens, first time of the song. So this I would give 9 on 10. So that's my rating. That's how interesting I found it on the first listen. So all these things play a role. What about you, Kirti? Most boring or most interesting? Where would you stand?
Most boring, most interesting.
0 to 10.
For me, it's 9.5 on 10.
9.5 on 10. Wow, that's a very, very high
This
rating.
moved me the way
Most
it was,
interesting. One of the most interesting songs, in other words,
Yeah.
that we've heard in recent times.
Yeah.
I love his voice. The way he sings is just amazing.
Even the musical composition that was done, the arrangement that was done, the instruments that were playing, the drums, I think that was the saxophone, or if it was another horn that was used, can never bet on it actually for some reason. That was done beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trumpet family. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
always call it the trumpet family. When I'm not
Yeah.
very sure,
Yeah.
because many people don't realize we focus on the song.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
what
the
we are
experience
listening
of
to.
the song.
The lyrics
Total.
is important, but obviously first comes the song, then the lyrics.
Yeah.
So when we do that, sometimes we are not able to see. Even if it's a live performance, we are just listening. So we may have the video on our screen, but we are mainly focused on the song, what we are hearing in our ears, listening to. So sometimes we don't even know that, oh, a saxophone player was playing that.
Yeah.
So, that's very important. When you actually listen, it kind of helps you understand key components of the music. Not essentially understand the technicalities, but understand how and why it's put together.
What was the role
and the
of it?
experience
Yeah.
of listening to it.
Yeah.
So this was just a cool listen all along the way. You get immersed into it. I was pulled into it.
Yeah.
I felt it. And as a counselor, I connected with the last 4 lines because it gives us the reasons why. That's what Kirti was talking about. In that other song that she mentioned of Chris Isaac, we didn't have the reasons why it happened. Why did it happen? What happened?
Yeah.
We didn't have the reasons. Here, we had the reasons. This is why.
Yeah.
This may be that split family, the broken home had a role to play in what he's become today.
Yeah.
So we have that as a guideline. Whether we are right or wrong, that's a secondary thing. The fact is the song gives us that detail,
Yeah.
that important information. That's what I liked about it. What about the other ratings, Kirti, and anything else you'd like to add?
For the vocals, for this song, I give it 10 on 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. I would also give it 10
Yeah.
on 10
Yeah.
actually. This
Yeah.
is
When you
this is a
listen to
good-
it again,
Yeah.
there are so many finer things in it that you will keep realizing more and more.
yeah. When we listen
Yeah.
to it again,
Yeah.
have you heard it before?
No. This
Okay,
is the
so you
first
said
time.
when you listen to
No,
it
I'm
again,
saying when we
as if
do
you
it
heard
again.
Okay.
Yeah, when we do it again. And for the music, the composition, the kind of ambience, the kind of scenery it created, the picturization it created, that was perfect. So for the music as well, I would give it 9 on 10. Yeah, for this song.
Music, I'll give it 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
It
you
was
were
definitely not a song where I could focus more on the music. It was the vocals and
more
the
on the
lyrics.
vocals and what was going on. It was more like scene by scene what is happening. First, it felt like he's going somewhere, he's crossing a border or something like that. But then the gun came in, and it got more and more intense. By each line, it was getting more and more intense.
One thing about Peter Gabriel is that he's definitely a master at his craft. His songs usually always, impress us deeply.
Yeah.
It makes a connection. We may not see that connection the exact same way as it's intended to. That's the beauty of a reaction by an Indian couple living in Mumbai.
By different
We
people,
don't see
yeah.
it exactly the way Peter Gabriel saw it, or his fans, diehard fans may see it,
Yeah.
who have a lot of information and background of the song.
Yeah.
We don't. We are listening to it as rank outsiders. And that's what makes it so special for so many of the fans who appreciate an outsider's perspective, who doesn't necessarily connect with everything, doesn't connect the dots all the time, but yet is not afraid to listen to it for the first time and make their own analysis and interpretation of what they heard.
Yeah.
That's what we do so well. That's it from us. Check out our Patreon page to learn more about us and whatever we discussed. It will give you an understanding of all of it better. The link is in the description box of this video. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching.